welcome to our weekly Star Wars Imperial Assault live stream where we play our campaign out. And we're working on mission 4 tonight. This is our fourth week in a row, or third week in a row, but our fourth session. If you like this video, before I start, I just want to say give it a like down below. If you like our playthroughs, give us, and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. We do this just to have fun. So if we get any rules wrong, or if we get something, we flub something up, be kind to us in the comments. But we're just kind of having fun, and we'll play this Imperial Assault campaign out for folks that maybe are on the fence about picking it up, or if you want to see what it's all about. Maybe you've got Imperial Assault on your shelf and you're not sure whether or not the app is something you want to use. This way you can check it out. Alright, tonight we are on mission 4. We just upgraded our characters. We've got our abilities. I got Wookiee loyalty. You upgraded your blaster. As always, I have my wife with me tonight, Amanda. She is playing Jin Odan, and I am Garkan. And you also have a grenade to use up. You have grenade. You have Smuggler's Luck. You have a DL-44 blaster, which is much better than the one that you had before. There's a combat visor. What does that combat visor do?
Exhaust this card while performing a eyeball shape test to reroll 1 die. I don't know, whatever that is.
Oh.
I don't really know what that means.
Cool. All right, let's go to the screen, and we'll start our Wreckers campaign. Of course, Wreckers are Transformers reference, if you're not aware. We've got 150 credits left over. Deep space near Agamar. Let's see here. Deep space near Agamar. This corner of space offers a view of the frozen and rocky surface of Agamar. In the early days of the rebellion, Captain Rex and stranded separatist droids joined forces to battle the Empire on the planet. Select briefing. Meet the captain. I guess that's the only briefing we can do. Looks like he is Admiral Akbar. Mon Calamari. Captain Darpik, commanding officer of the Rebel Transport Freedom Fighter, has requested a meeting. Do we want to? We want to meet this Captain Darpik. Meet the captain. Your orders following the evacuation of Yavin Base are to escort the Rebel Transport Freedom Fighter to an Alliance rendezvous. After several hyperspace jumps to throw the Empire off your trail, you meet the ship's commanding officer, Captain Darpik, aboard the Freedom Fighter's makeshift command center. Meet the captain. Captain Darpik is a pale-skinned Mon Calamari. I'm going to use my Mon Calamari. I'm going to do my Mon Calamari impression now. That's how Admiral Akbar sounds. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very good.
I knew you'd love it. I'm glad to have you along for security, Darpik says after you introduce yourselves to her. We're not really outfitted for independent operations. I will feel better knowing you will be watching our backs. We have a couple of choices. We can say we're happy to be of assistance. Isn't there something more important for us to do? So we can be really jerky. We can be total jerks if we wanted to, and or we could just be really nice and say, what do you want to do? What do you think we should do? I think we should just be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. All right, let's be nice and say we're happy to be of assistance. Let's see. Our first order of business is to pick up some foodstuffs. Darpik says we're carrying more passengers than usual, so we need some extra supplies. I know a small port on Ord Mandel where there should be some able to go where we should be able to go undetected, but I have something other than a grocery run in mind for you. Commander Jin is the senior Alliance Army officer aboard, and he is taking a team to Ord Mandel to extract operatives whose location has been compromised. He could use your skills. Whatever we can do to help or sounds like fun. What do you think we should say?
I don't know.
I think we're just gonna keep saying whatever we can do to help, because we're all about that rebel base.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Darpik responds with a grateful nod. I'll let you return to your ship to get ready. Commander Jin will meet you there in 20 minutes. May the Force be with you. How'd you like that? That was good, right? I brought the voice acting skills today.
Just I feel such an inner joy.
Yeah, it's almost like watching Star Wars live.
Just what I was thinking.
Let's see here. This concludes the tutorial. You are now prepared to embark on a full campaign. You may continue the fight of the Freedom Fighter campaign with your current team of heroes by playing the next encounter, the Smuggler Sidestep. Ooh, that sounds like something you would like to do. That sounds like a dance that you would play. Would you do the Smuggler Sidestep?
Well, she is a smuggler.
Well, I'm not talking about. I'm like you in particular. No.
I don't know. You're the dancer.
Anyway, or you can return to the title screen to start a new campaign with a hero team of your own choosing. Let's just keep going. Deep space near Agamar. This corner of space offers a view of the frozen and rocky surface of Agamar. In the early days of the rebellion, Captain Rex and stranded separatist droids were... Oh, we have already read that. Okay. Select briefing. The Smuggler Sidestep.
Oh.
The command needs volunteers to help recover assets that may be in danger now that the Empire has flushed out the base on Yavin 4. We're going to begin the encounter. You find Commander Ares Gin, I guess is what we're going to say, at your ship, checking the firing mechanisms on an A280 blaster rifle with the exact efficiency of an Imperial Academy graduate. You must be the extra set of hands I was promised, he says. I heard you gave the Empire a good fight on Yavin 4. We can say we did our best, sir, or hardly a challenge.
Let's not get arrogant here.
You don't want to be cocky?
No.
Don't get cocky, kid.
Yeah.
Alright. We did our best. We're gonna click on that. You follow Ares aboard the freighter. Two more figures sit at the controls. Corporal Callie Therandon, Ares says, motioning toward the man in the co-pilot seat. Quartermaster, his brain contains the most exact record of the Freedom Fighters Manifest, down to the last blaster pack. You can say you've got quite a memory, or yeah, how many do we have? So you can kind of test him if you want, or we can just say, we can just compliment him on his extremely great memory. You don't care what we were going to do you?
No.
You don't really. You just want to get fighting. I know. I know. All right. You don't have to say anything. It's fine. I'm going to say you've got quite the memory. Kali shrugs broadly. I don't want to brag, but I do use a data pad sometimes. Kali sounds kind of like a jerk. Bragging about his fancy memory and using data pads. Smuggler sites. And this is Bern Cassel, our pilot, Ares says. The man in the pilot seat gives little indication that he even knows he's the subject of the conversation as he punches astrogation data into the ship's navicomputer. He's an expert at slipping past Imperial patrol craft. Let's see here. We can either choose impressive or sounds like you've hauled some contraband. I think we're just going to say impressive. Let's get to the fighting, man. Is this all it is? It's just It's not that hard once you know how to. Their sensor arcs overlap, Berlin says as he guides the ship into hyperspace. You drop out of hyperspace near Ord Mandel. An Imperial light cruiser looms large in your viewpoint. Security looks tighter than usual, Ares observes, steady as she goes. Man, this is... Here we go, Callie says, almost eagerly. Burin grumbles at the quartermaster's attitude. They've dropped a new sensor net. Too tight to get through. I'm turning us around. The pilot grips the controls. We might be able to spoof the transponder and get through later, but that will take time. Says, keep an eye on the scopes and escape, or try to spoof your transporter right now. I think we just keep an eye on the scopes. I'm not even going to ask you. Okay, you watch the freighter sensor.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. Let's see here. You watch the freighter sensor scopes closely, keeping a sharp eye on the cruiser's sensor net. Each hero tests for their eye and inputs as many surges. So I've got a blue. Okay, let's. We're gonna go. We're actually gonna get to roll some dice for a change. So you've got the smuggler's luck, right? And you can exhaust that.
I can exhaust this card while performing an attribute test to re-roll any number of dice.
Okay. So, basically if you don't get any, you can exhaust that and maybe get a reroll. I got 0.
You only have 1?
I only have blue, yeah, I only have the blue on my eye. So you have blue and what, green?
Blue and green.
Okay. Roll good. You've got 2. I think that's about the best we can do. So, okay. Let's see here. We can do 2, 1, 2. Confirm. You help Burn guide the ship through the Imperial sensor net. The pilot makes the tiniest adjustments to the ship's course, taking the ship safely back to hyperspace. And we got 10 fame! Fame! I'm gonna live forever. Let's see here. The Empire was more prepared than we thought. We'll need to be careful from here on, Ares says. When you return to the Freedom Fighter, the officer turns to you. Your assistance was appreciated. Don't dwell on having to abort the mission. We can't take unnecessary risks right now. Getting your ship to safety despite an unexpected Imperial presence in the system has proven your value to the Freedom Fighter. You gained 10 fame. That was our mission. We bailed on it, but we got 10 fame.
Hey.
Wow.
That was pretty non-eventful.
That
Well,
was,
I think because
I
think we thought that there was going to be something bigger coming our way, so we just skipped skipped all the stuff.
I'm gonna.
Wait.
Let's see. Order Mandel. The mountainous mid-rim planet sees its share of outlaws. The Black Sun criminal syndicate operated out of the Ord Mandel city during the fall of the Empire. Select briefing. Search for Darpik. Oh no, Darpik goes missing. Let's see here. Several members of the Freedom Fighters crew, including Captain Darpik, have gone missing during a mission to acquire rations for the additional evacuees aboard the transport. Head planet side and discover what happened to the captain. It's about time. We're gonna get some.
He was abducted for his fantastic voice. People wanted to hear that voice sing.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, no, it was definitely.
So that's.
Bob, that's a prop. The crew members went missing during a resupply mission on this mountainous mid-rim world. You track the missing cruise shuttle to a docking bay in a remote, sparsely populated region of the planet and decide that will be a good place to start looking. Place 1B. Let's see here. Let's go here. 1B. There's 1B. 118B. No, these are bigger ones, so let's see here. Okay. Oh, 2. 2 of these. So these are here. And we've got 21B. 21B. 25B. 36B, I think I just saw that one.
That bag only goes through 29, right?
Yeah, 26B, 36, 2 36Bs. This is the part that I don't, all the keeping up with everything is kind of pain with the, you know, keeping everything else sorted out. 39B. And 3 doors, which we have 3 doors. Okay, so these are all going to go over here. Let's see here. Let's put this together. Here. That right there. That right there. I think these go right here. And then this. Our cat. And we've got 3 doors right there like that. Let's just make sure that it's all, and I set it up totally backwards.
What?
Yeah. Quality. This is. So if you look at it, because I'm looking at it like one way and then setting it up another, so that's why it kind of. So I apologize, folks. Okay. But we've got it all straightened out now. Looks like. Okay. So continue. You enter the spaceport complex to which the docking bay is attached. To your left is the docking bay where the cruise shuttle is docked. To your right is a cantina with the sound of live music and the smell of fresh cooked food wafting through the open door. Deploy the rebels. I think we're going to deploy right here and right here. If you want to deploy right here, I guess you can. Oh, we've got some loot tokens to get out. Alright, so let's see here. This is going to go here. This goes right here, I think. Yep. This one is going to go right here. And this one goes right here. The cantina is populated with a number of beings of multiple species. Place 4 mission tokens as indicated, which we just did. A crate of supplies, which is going to go right here. It appears that your fellow crew members were in the middle of loading supplies into the shuttle as several crates sit against the wall, waiting to be carried aboard. A terminal near the entrance could be used to access the docking bay security systems with a bit of slicing. Let's see here, what did I do? This guy goes right here. Disheveled Bith in tattered clothing sits on the ground, holding out an open hand toward anyone who passes. Place one mission token right there. You set out to discover what happened to the missing crew members. Objective updated. Find the Freedom Fighters' missing crew members. Alright. So what would you like to do first? Would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
You go.
Do you want to go, should we go to the cantina, or should we go check out this? What do you think we should do? Maybe we should just go cantina, maybe?
Get some stuff.
Find out talk to the locals?
Mm.
Yes, no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm going to go 4. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to talk to this one right here. Let's see here. A Gran is playing the kilo horn on a stage in the corner of the cantina. You find her playing rather painful to listen to. You wonder if the music is the reason why the cantina is so sparsely populated. Hero can interact. Do we want to ask her about the missing crew, or threaten her, or ignore her? I'm going to ask her about the crew.
Yeah.
You wait for the horn player to finish her set before you approach to ask about your missing crew members. You show her images on a data pad of the missing crew and ask if she has any information about their whereabouts. And I get to roll for my eye. I get 0. Why, yes, I saw them in here last night, she replies. They stayed for a while, had a meal, and then left. That's all I know. It seems to you the Gran is telling the truth. As you turn your back to the Gran, you hear the click of a weapon safely before you feel a sharp pain in your back. Roll 1 blue and 1 green die and suffer damage equal to the results. I have 4 damage right there. That is not how I want to start out my session. A frightened cry goes up from the other people in the cantina, who hurriedly scurry to the door. Discard the indicated mission tokens. Alright, so then I'm going to move 1 right there, because that's all I had left for mission, for activation. Alright, what would you like to do?
I don't know, what do you think?
I'm thinking you go maybe access that terminal.
Alright.
And maybe you get that, so 1, how do you have?
2,
4, 5?
5.
Yep.
Speed.
So
2,
3. No, you can go diagonal. 3.
3. Oh,
Then
okay.
activate the.
Alright.
This terminal is connected to the docking bay security system. Its security lockout will have to be bypassed to gain access to the wider system. Rebel can interact to try to gain access. You're going to circumvent the terminal security, test you for your ratchet thing. So it's going to be green, blue, and yellow. And you got 2. You managed to brute force the password lockout on the system and gain access to the docking bay security net. You check the base surveillance holocam recordings for any clues as to what happened to the missing crew. You rewind through the past several hours, during which the base sits completely still. At last, you detect movement. Playing back the recording, you see that the members of the Freedom Fighters crew loading supplies into the shuttle when they suddenly come under attack. You see what appears to be stun blasts as the 4 crew members are quickly rendered motionless. Several figures enter the docking bay and collect the unconscious rebels, carrying them out of the bay. As the rebels are hauled off, you get a good look at the face of a Gran who looks directly into the holocam. If you could locate this Gran, you might be able to learn what happened to the people. As you are committing the alien's appearance to memory, you notice a familiar face among the kidnappers, a disheveled Bith who you'd seen begging in the corner. So, we should probably attack that. I'm thinking that that's the one that got away. So, do you want to... You have, what, one more point of movement left? You got 1, 2... You come back in here if you want to. Or yeah, you can go in there if you want.
To the crate?
Yeah, go to a crate, I guess.
Because I moved, what, 3?
You move 3.
So I've got 2 more?
Yep.
So go 1, 2?
2. Yep. And then you can get that next turn, I guess.
Okay.
I'm also going to go 1, and I think I can get to that crate. So.
When you have lots of reading, are you still putting the words up for others to see?
I wasn't. Yeah, I will next time. You find some useful supplies in the crate. Draw 1 supply card. Valuable goods. Discard this card at the end of the mission to receive 100 credits. Oh, I don't think we're not supposed to use this one because it's not. You can't do that with the app.
Okay.
Adrenal stim. Discard this card during your activation to choose yourself or an adjacent friendly figure that chooses. Oh, cool. We get to recover 3 focus and become. We get 3 fatigue and become focused. That's awesome. So that was 1. 2, 3, 4. That's going to end my turn. What would you like to do? You want to open some...
Open the crate?
You want to open both crates or just one crate?
Can I open both crates?
I think you can. You gained 1 metapack and gained 50 credits. Would you like to open the second crate?
Yeah. Sure. If we can, why not?
You find you draw 2 supply cards.
Shock grenade.
Nice.
Choose a space within 3 spaces. Roll 1 yellow die. Each figure or on adjacent to that space suffers damage equal to the damage results and becomes stunned. Then discard this card. You said draw 2?
Yep.
And a second shock grenade.
Oh, nice. Okay. Gran fires at you. Roll 1 blue and 1 green die. The rebel closest to and in line of sight of the accomplished, the green mission token, suffers. I am not in line of sight. No one is in line of sight of her. Squad of Imperial troops responding to the sounds of the screaming cantina patrons burst through the doorway of the other end of the cantina, and they quickly take stock of the situation, and they open fire on you. That's not good. And deploy an Imperial officer assigned it a color. So you get one of these guys. Oh, I should probably get those cards out too from that. We're going to give him the blue color. And deploy a stormtrooper group and assign it a color. So that's going to be 3 for them. And an Imperial officer right there. So 3 Imperials. So they're going to be 1, 2, 3. And we're going to give them purple. Okay, so we've got some big baddies coming. Would you like to go first? Maybe come in to give me a hand.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now you've got quite a long shot to. You could use a couple strain to get closer if you wanted to.
How many do I have to use?
You could use 2, but you'd have to if you did 2 strain, you'd have to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to shoot one of the. Yeah.
Which is probably still not likely.
Still probably not good.
Do I
So.
have anything that...
Wait, what's the shock grenade do?
Choose a space within 3 spaces
Oh.
and roll a yellow die. Each figure, so when they're a little closer, we could use that.
Yep. Do you want to just come a little closer? Or do you want to use a strain and go, or actually you could have gone here, you could interact with this guy if you wanted to.
Do you want me to do that instead? I don't care. Whatever.
Okay, let's do that. Let's give it a shot. Let's see here. Spare some credits for a man down on his luck. The Bith asks you, holding out a hand in your direction. Let's see. You recognize the Bith from the docking bay security feed. A hero can interact with this token. To question the Bith, would you like to give him 10 credits? Do you want to offer credits for information? Do you want to threaten him, or do you want to ignore him? What do you think you want to do? It's your character, so depends on how.
How many credits do we have?
We have quite a few. Do you want to give him money and just see if he's? I mean, he did kind of haul out our patriots, or you could threaten him and.
We could offer him credits for information.
Okay, we could do that. Sure, if that's what you want to do. You offer the Bith 10 credits if he can help you with your search. You show him an image of the missing crew and ask if he has seen them. No, I have not seen these people. Would you like to threaten him or increase it to 20 credits?
I'm going to threaten him.
Alright, I like your style. You threaten to make things unpleasant for the Bith if he does not tell you everything he needs to know about your missing crew members. Test your fist. So you've got blue.
Yeah, blue fist.
Yeah, you got a blue fist. Maybe I should have. You got a 0.
What?
Oh, we got -5 fame. I swear, I don't know anything, he cries out. Please just let me go. You feel sorry for the Bith and let him go his way. Discard this mission token.
Whatever.
We lost 5 fame, too.
Well, you know what? Fame isn't everything.
Fame is not everything. That's right. Okay. So that's going to be your turn. Now the purple stormtroopers are coming. Move 3 and attack Jin Odan.
What?
When attacking, gain Pierce 1 if the target has already been attacked during this group's activation. Gain Pierce 2 instead. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Does he have line of sight to you?
I don't know.
He probably does here. So we'll go right there. And we're going to attack Jin Odan, which is, let's see here. Let's see. You've got green and blue. And you've got a white?
Yep.
I've got 3 and a surge, and I've got pierce 1. So go ahead and roll your defense die. It's a 0.
Awesome.
Not really. That's not. It's not good, Amanda. That's not good. Okay, let's take a look and see what the priority surge is. Surge is +2 accuracy, which do I have? Oh, I do have that. Right. So it's gonna be +1 attack, or +1 damage. So it's gonna be 4 damage straight on through to you. And then I'm going to reposition 4. I think I'm just going to go 1, 2. I'm gonna go back here. Okay. Squad training. When attacking, gain Pierce 1. If the target has already been attacked during this group's activation, gain Pierce 2 instead. So yeah. So I get Pierce 2 this time. So now it's my turn again. I am going to do 1, 2, 3. Shoot you.
Stop shooting me.
I've got 3, but no surges or anything. But I got Pierce 1. Go ahead.
Got things to do.
I know. So you're gonna take 3 damage. Now we do have meta packs that we can use, but we'll just wait. So then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Then we're also gonna do 1, 2, 3, and we're going to shoot you again. 3 damage again with Pierce 2. So you're gonna do 3 damage. So that's gonna be 10 damage on your 20 health figure.
Well, can I use? We have a meta pack, don't we?
We do have a meta pack.
Well, we'll see how we do.
Yeah.
Use it. Whichever one of us needs it more.
And then he's gonna go back. He's gonna go back here. So there's that. I think what you need to do. I think what we need to do is, let's see. I can charge. Then I can do a weapon attack. Is this card? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 2 surge on him, or 2 strain on him, and I'm going to do my vibro axe, which is a yellow and a red, and hopefully I can use. Okay, so I've got 3 and Pierce 1, which is good. It doesn't apply though. So okay, so it's going to do 3 damage to this guy. So he comes off, and then he is going to do cleave 1, which is going to do 1 damage to this guy right here.
Okay.
And that's going to be my activation. Okay, and now the Imperial officer comes in. This figure can order another Imperial figure with a figure cost of 3 or less instead of 4 or less instead of 3 or less. So, yep, they do have that. So, order an Imperial figure with a cost of 3 or less, which would be this one, and attacks the rebel who has suffered the most damage.
I think that's me.
So, but he can't get to you. So he's not going to do that. If this figure did not use this order, move 3 and attack the rebel who has suffered the most damage. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. He's going to try to shoot you. He's got a blue and a yellow. That's going to be 1 damage and 2 surge, but it doesn't quite get. Let's see here.
So they don't have
Plus
to
2 accuracy. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's going to do 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's going to do 5. So it's going to hit.
So we don't have to pay attention to the range, like how many squares he's trying to shoot over?
But yeah, no, he's got 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And his surge is going to give him +2 accuracy, so 3 plus 2 is 5. The other ones were all like 9. They were all like really high.
So why does he get extra?
Because it's his surge ability.
Oh, you have it over there. You don't have it up here. So
I don't have it up there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
His priority is +2 accuracy, focus, and +1 damage. So he's got 2 surges. So what's the focused ability? His focused ability is when you declare an attack and after you just if he's on attack, you must discard. Okay. So he's gonna do 1 damage to you. Do you want to roll your defense die?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow. And if I roll the way I have been.
Nope. Just canceled the surge. So actually, we're gonna cancel that one. So you're just gonna take 1 damage.
Yay.
That was good. Not too shabby. This figure's not adjacent to. Okay, so I think we're finished. Okay, so now, do you want to come in and start lighting up the place, or do you want to?
Yeah, I suppose that's our.
What do you have for quick draw? Use at the start of a hostile figure's activation.
For 2 strain.
Yeah. So remember, after you do damage, you've got the opportunist ability. So if you do damage to it, I figure you get to move 1 space, which is cool. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
I don't care. I can go.
Okay.
That's fine. So. Well. So for the shock grenades.
You could throw it like right here, and it would hit those 2 guys.
So do I have to move to use it, or can I?
You have to be within 3, right? Is that what it says?
Oh yeah, choose within 3 spaces.
So if you were up here, you could 1, 2, 3. You could be like here. You could move, or you could do 1, 2, 3. Throw the grenade.
Well, I have 5 movement, so I can get up there if I want. Try to get
whatever you want to do.
So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But you don't want to be in the blast. Don't you want to? You want to be like you want to choose a spot, so then that way it just kind of hits. Isn't it all the adjacent areas?
It doesn't just get the bad guys.
And no, I wouldn't think so.
Well, that's silly.
Because the grenade, it's not gonna care who's in it.
That's my grenade. It should listen to me.
It should. It should. Yeah. No. It absolutely. Yeah. When grenades are owned by somebody, they should listen to the owners. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's completely logical. Okay. So, use the shock grenade.
Okay, so you're gonna roll a yellow die.
Yellow die.
So it does 1 damage to those guys.
Yep.
Do they roll their defense? Does it say?
No.
Let's roll a defense die.
Why are we rolling a defense die?
Because that's what you have to do. They have to roll defense, right?
I don't know.
Or does it just say?
This card doesn't say that. It says, let's see, adjacent base suffers that equal to the
Okay,
results
so
and
they
become
suffer.
stunned.
So it doesn't say this.
Look, yeah.
Okay, no, I believe you. No, it's good. It's good.
Then I discard it.
It's good. You're good. Where did all my damage tokens go?
You used them all.
I did. We've been using them quite a bit. Okay, so each one of those has... So you have, what, 2 more? You were right here. So you had 1, 2, 3. Do you want to go 2 more spaces of movement? Or do you want to do... You want to go back into the room?
Could throw another grenade.
You could. That's totally up to you.
I don't know. What do you think I should do? What do you want to do?
I think you should just move. No, you can't move. You can't throw another grenade because the grenade was one action. Your movement was a second action.
Oh, that's
so
right.
you just basically you can only move 2 more spaces if you want to move 2 more spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, why don't you move 2 more spaces out so then that way you're not
1, 2.
Okay. Like duck around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is for my first action, I'm going to attack this guy. And then if I finish him off, I might charge over here and try to take out these guys. We'll see if that works. I've got a yellow and a red. So I've got 4 and a surge. So the surge is going to do pierce 1. And we're going to take some right out. Now I'm going to maximize my strain. Move 2. And try to take out... Who should I try to take out?
The leader?
The leader?
Okay. How many does he have?
He has 3 health. They both have 3 health. They both have 1 damage on them.
Okay. Yeah, take him out because he's bossy.
He is bossy.
He is.
And if we use a white die, he's got a white die, so he's not going to be as easy to... He's going to be easier to hit. So that's 3 and a surge. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that surge to cleave 1. So it's going to do 1 damage to him, and it's going to take this guy out. Yes.
That's good.
So we've got 1 stormtrooper. We've got 1 stormtrooper with a 1 health point. What would you like to do? You want me to just finish him off, and then we can try to, like, threaten this,
Can you go again?
Yeah, oh yeah, well, it's a new round, so.
Yeah, go.
Okay, so I'm gonna, let's try to do this again. I've got a black die. Oh yeah, 5 and a 1 block, so he's gone.
Good.
So we're going to take him out. And then, so that was 1 action. My second action is to come over here. And I can't do anything to... Or you know what? What I'll do, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'll go over here. And maybe you can come over here and interact with that person.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to be the end of my... So for your turn, you're going to go 1, 2, 3. Interact with that. Do you want to threaten her?
Okay. Because I don't care about fame, so.
So now you're going to test for fist. Oh, I should have been the one to test for fist. You wait for the horn to flare to finish before you approach her. You brandish your weapon at her and demand to know where your people are. Test for fist. So you want to test your fist, which is a blue die.
Test my fist.
Yep. Test your fist.
That sounds really silly.
Does. You've got 1.
I've got a fist.
All right. Put that thing down. She's. Okay, let's see what it says. Put that thing down. She says, holding her hand up in surrender. I'll tell you what you want to know. She hands you a key card and tells you the crew are being held in the furnace room. Discard this mission token.
Let's get to the furnace room.
So we gotta get to the furnace room. We don't know where the furnace room is though. Oh, you've got two more points of movement. So I would move back up to here.
Yep. Because the furnace room is probably behind one of those doors.
I'm going to guess it probably is. So that's the end of your activation.
Alright.
Garkon is going to. Let's see here. Let's go over here. He is going to go to. Which one do you think we should go into?
Ooh, I don't know. Choose a door?
Yeah, door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can either open one of these two.
It doesn't really matter.
I say we're going to open this one.
Okay. If you let more bad guys in when you open that door.
Well, you know that's going to happen. That's what happens every single time.
Wow.
That's my MO. That's what. Set the, power up real quick. Okay, so that's. Let's open that door.
Okie dokie.
The door is labeled garage dump on the wall next to you. The door. Do we want to interact that one? It says that it's got, no, we're not going to. So we're going to cancel that one. Let's. The door is labeled conveyor room on the wall next to you is a door slot for on the door. On the wall next to the door is a slot for the key card. The key card you acquired seems to fit the reader on this door. Rebel can interact with this door to try the keypad.
But what if there's a keypad on the other door that we need that key card for? And that's our, what'd you say, the janitor room or whatever?
We need to go in the furnace room, remember?
Furnace room. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is the, what was this? This is the garage, the dump.
The dump?
And this is the conveyor room.
We need, neither of those are what we need.
What, so I guess it's this door that we should probably open.
Well,
if
we
it's...
should at least look at what it says. What if none of them say?
Oh, okay, that's true too.
We don't know yet.
This door is labeled furnace room. So could we have gotten to that one? 1, 2, 3. I could have gotten to that one. So let's do that. Let's
You're such a cheater.
What?
Ah! I'll allow it.
Okay, the door slides open and you find yourself in some kind of maintenance room. A workbench is piled high with broken parts and various tools. There is a furnace for melting down junk at the opposite end of the room. Open the door and place tiles 23B.
We have
24B.
Belfagor 82 says hello there. The new app, I didn't use it yet.
Ah, this new app is actually pretty snazzy. And I just sound like my dad by using the word snazzy. Thanks for joining in. Hopefully we'll be victorious tonight. I don't know. We'll see. So far it's turned out mediocre.
Well, what do you mean? We breezed through that first mission.
Yeah, by abandoning it. That's what happens. We abandoned the first mission.
We gained fame for that.
We did not gain fame for that. Oh yeah, I guess we did. We gained 10 fame, right? It was a lot of fame for it.
Yeah, 10 for abandoning the mission.
I mean, we just gained 6 for taking out some stormtroopers, so. Okay, let's take a look and see see how this is set up. So, we're going to, again, this is kind of tricky because I don't know. So we're going to move that down there. Move that there. Is there dice there?
Yep.
There's something there. And then we're going to put that there. That's on camera, okay. It seems to be. Good deal. Let's see here. So we're going to continue. You see the 4 missing crew members bound and gagged on the floor. Place the Imperial mission tokens. We just have those. Well, I have. They're not the same, but whatever. I'm not gonna go digging through them. We have to free all the captive crew members. A number of hired goons are deployed throughout the room, keeping watch over the valuable hostages. As soon as they see you through the door, they let out a fierce cry as they charge at you. Ah, we've got a Nexu.
No.
Yep. How did a Nexu get inside? That's how they're big.
No.
Like, that's pretty ridiculous. Like it's not like it.
They wrangle it in there into the furnace room.
Yeah.
It doesn't eat the people. I mean, I don't know what they eat, but.
I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. These were in. Attack of the Clones in like a big arena. How are they in like this little maintenance room or furnace room?
I don't know.
Oh, and then we've got deploy an elite Nexu right next to us.
No.
Yes,
No.
That's what it says.
I think there's a rule that says you can ignore certain commands.
No, it does not say that.
Yes, it does say that.
So the elite Nexu, luckily there's only 2 Nexus.
Oh, luckily.
In the box.
Why are they different?
Because they have bigger stats. This one has bigger stats. So this one is going to go right here, I think. Yep. It goes right there. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I might need some healing before we battle this Nexu. You might, though, because you're first.
No, that was my turn. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's it
does
for
it
me.
go next, or do I go next?
So I think we're going to see.
Okay.
So... Oh, there is a crate, though, that we can get. That might help.
Oh, of course, right next to the Nexu.
Yep. This crate seems to be out of place in this room. You suspect it maybe contains supplies brought by the mercenaries who are holding your true crew hostage. And that's it. So that's going to be the end of my turn.
Okay.
And, of course, it is the purple Nexu's turn. So right here, excuse me. If at the start of this activation, if the rebel is bleeding, this figure gains +1 damage. It does not. Pounce. Place this figure in an empty space within 6 spaces and adjacent to 2 or more rebels. Then attack the rebel who has suffered the least amount of damage. So it is 6 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yes, it's going to jump and pounce right here and attack me.
Awesome.
Which is great.
You're so lucky.
Yes, I can't love it enough. Alright, so it has, what does it have for an attack? It has a yellow, green, and a red. I have a black defense die, so that might help me a little bit.
Good luck. May the force be with you.
It has 4 damage. I blocked 1. Has no surges. So I'm going to take 3 damage. So that's going to put me at 7 damage total out of my 24, which is good.
Okay.
And then let's see, what does he do to after this? Move 3 to reposition 3. Move 9 to reposition. So he's going to move back, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to move him as far back as he can be, which is right here. So you jumped in, mauled me a little bit,
Yeah.
and then jumped back.
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome.
Okay. So now that was his turn. Now it's your turn.
Okay. So I need to move on up so that I can.
Moving on up.
So that I can try to attack the elite Nexu.
Yeah, do it.
So we got 1, 2.
You can't move through there.
Can I go here? 3?
Nope.
2,
3, 4, 5. 4.
4, 5.
Yep. And then you're gonna wanna.
And then I'm gonna. Should I throw a grenade at him, or should I blast him?
I say blast him because the grenade's good if they're closer together.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll move so that they're closer together later on.
Okay. All right. So I'll attack him.
She's got a blue
I got a
and
blue and
a
a yellow.
yellow.
What does he have?
He
Anything?
has a white.
Okay.
Yep. So you've got 2 and a surge. The surge does +2 damage, so it's 4. So you're gonna do 3 damage to him. We're just gonna put these right on this next one. So he's got 8 health, which is good. So you took a chunk out of him. That's
8?
gonna be
6, right?
No, he's got 8.
Oh.
Then
Whoops.
this one has 6.
What does the number up here mean?
That's their deployment cost. All right, the elite Nexu goes now. If this figure has suffered 4 or more damage, which it hasn't, at the time it gains a double action to recover 4, then move 10 to reposition 6. Pounce. Place this figure in an empty space within 6 spaces and adjacent to 2 or more rebels. Can't really. It's just gonna bounce. Gonna pounce right here, and
Oh, it's gonna kill me.
then it's going to attack you.
Yeah. Yep. It is.
So what is it going to do? It is going to do red and green, and then you got a white die for defense. Is that right?
Yeah, I do.
So he's going to do 4 damage, but he doesn't have any surges, which is good. So so you blocked. You only took 3.
What does that mean?
Yeah, 3 damage. So you did.
Oh, that blocks the surges.
That would have blocked the
and
surge, and then that would have blocked the damage. So
3 more.
3 damage. Maybe you should rest up. And then he's going to reposition. He's going to go back here.
Yeah, we've never rested while we've
No.
done any of our playing. How does that?
Resting.
How does that work? Do you skip a turn essentially?
Yeah, you
or?
basically it uses up one of your activations.
And
Or one of your
then
actions.
how much health do I regain for resting?
It depends on the med pack. I forget what the med pack gives you.
Okay.
Oh, a group of Imperial troops comes through the door that you had entered through. The Grand told us they would be going to the furnace room. You hear the leader say, "Let's check it out."
The door that we entered.
Ugh.
We haven't even entered yet.
The one that we entered earlier. Deploy probe droid.
Ugh. We're so dead.
No. Come on.
Ugh.
That's gonna be the blue. That's gonna be blue probe droid right there. Oh, and an Imperial officer. And we're gonna give it a black one right there. Oh, and another Imperial officer.
Stop it.
Oh, and a stormtrooper group. So we've got 2 Imperial officers. We're gonna say that this one is the purple one. And we've got a whole bunch of stormtroopers coming our way.
Oh,
This is not good. Not good.
No.
Oh, awesome. So what we're going to do, what I would suggest for you, is maybe to go and maybe use one of your med packs.
But do I have any? I don't have any more turns right now, do I?
Would you like to use a med pack to recover 5 wounds?
That's it?
That's it. Yes, we're going to do that.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to move one off of there.
Okay.
So you're only down at 9. Do you want to recover any more?
I think I should.
Okay.
Because that's a lot of hurt coming our way.
Okay.
Okay. It's gonna be back
does
in a
it
minute.
require an action to use a med pack, I wonder? Does it say?
I don't know. Where's...
I don't know. It doesn't say on the...
I don't have a med pack card.
Okay. Well, there's not going to... I don't think there is
Because it
one.
was just on the app.
So, why don't we just say that it doesn't? And so then that way you can fire. Because we need... like, seriously?
So
we need as much help.
That's not right, then we're cheating a little.
We're cheating a little bit if that's not right.
So, yeah. Okay. Now what?
So I'm gonna say, go ahead and shoot at some of these Nexus, because...
Now, but I moved, and I shot
You didn't
that
move.
one. No.
Oh.
Didn't I? Yeah, wasn't I over there? And I came over here.
Yeah,
and
you
then
shot that
him.
one, yep.
So isn't that 2?
Well, this is a whole different round now.
Oh. Throws me off when we switch rounds. Okay. So, yeah, so now I need to...
You could throw a grenade.
I could. Yes, let's do that. That's safe.
What I would probably do is I would tell you to use one strain, move up one, and throw it so it like hits right here so it gets both of them.
Okay. So I'm going to use
One strain, move up here.
There. Okay, so I have a choice. I have 2 different kinds of grenades. I have a C22 frag grenade, which I roll a red die for.
Yes.
Or I have the shock grenade, which I roll a yellow die for.
Or, remember we have all of these guys coming too.
I know that.
So maybe you want to save the really nasty grenade for these guys?
Okay, so we're going to go with the yellow grenade.
I think so.
The yellow grenade. Okay. So we're going to... 1, 2... So I can put it here?
Put it right there.
Oh!
And it doesn't do anything.
That's stupid.
But wait a minute. Can you re-roll anything? Do you have a re-roll?
Exhaust is cut performing an attribute test.
No.
Exhaust is cut after you draw a supply.
No.
During the rebel upgrade stage, draw an item card.
No.
Well, I've just wasted a grenade.
Okay. So that was one action. I'm going to say blast the crap out of them now.
These guys here?
Yeah, I'm going to say blast the good one.
Okay. So I need a blue and a yellow. And he gets a white. And we're going to shoot him. Right?
Yep. So you did 3 damage to him, which is awesome. So he's only got 2 life left.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your turn. I'm so bummed that grenade did not work. Of course. The Elite Nexu now goes. This figure has suffered 4 more at the top of its activation.
Wait. How many damage did I do that time?
You did 3.
3?
Yeah. Oh, so you get to move one if you want to.
Right? Don't I?
Yeah.
So where do you want me to go?
I would say move over here. It's not going to really help you all that much because he's going to
He's gonna pounce, but
Nope.
no.
He gains a double action,
No.
recovers 4, and then moves to reposition, but he can't reposition anywhere. So he's just going to recover 4.
That is baloney.
Okay. So I think what I need to do... I need to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go in here.
Oh, get him.
I'm going to chop him down.
Get him. Oh, I had him almost gone.
But I don't have any strain.
Do you need it? What do you want to do?
That's alright. So he's got one yellow. So I did 1, 2, 3, a surge, and a block.
You have 2 surges.
His surge. Oh, I do have 2 surges. Nice. So it's not going to do any good because the cleave 1, I'm not adjacent to anything. So he's going to do pierce 1, so it's going to go through that. So it's going to do 3 damage to him. And that's the end of my activation. The regular Nexu gets to jump. If it has suffered 4 more, which it has not. Pounce places figure in an empty space within 6 spaces adjacent to 2 or more rebels, then attack the rebel who has suffered the least amount. That would be you.
That's me.
So can he pounce 6 spaces? 1, 2. Oh yeah, he can. So he's going to jump over the other and attack you.
Yep.
So he's going to do red and a green, and then you get a white die. So you want to roll it or?
Yeah. So he does.
He's gonna do 4, and then what is his priority? He's gonna do cleave 1, so that's gonna get me. So I'm gonna take a damage, and then you're gonna take 4 damage.
Why don't I take 3? Don't I get, because I have the little...
Oh, yeah, you do take 3. Sorry. You take
Stop
3.
trying to damage me more.
Sorry.
So 5.
And then he's going to reposition 3, which I think he just goes right back to where he was.
Such a brat.
Yeah. I think I gotta take out this Nexu.
You gotta try. If we can get rid of him, that would be good.
And then I'm gonna rest and get rid of my strain.
Okay, so 3 more damage. That's all you
So
gotta do.
Green and blue. Yeah, that's all I gotta do. And it mixes completely. That was my that was one action. I've got a second action, so let's do this again. Oh, did you see that? I thought it was gonna. So that's 4. So it takes him out.
Gone.
He's gone. We're gonna take out. Take him out. Oh, I gotta get the card out for Cobroid too. That's the end of my activation.
Okay. I bet it's their turn.
It is. The Gray Stormtroopers, which there's only one. While attacking, gain Pierce 1. If the target has already been attacked, they gain Pierce 2. Move 4, and then attack the closest rebel. 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't have line. They don't have line of sight.
So he can't do anything.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Okay, so wait a minute. So then he's got to move 2.
Why does he have to move 2?
Because it says move 2 to reposition 4. So I'm going to move him back there.
Nobody's gonna have line of sight.
Yep, so we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So they kind of ran up.
Couldn't see anything?
They ran up. They're like, oh no, we're not getting involved with that. And then they ran back. They got Nexu in there.
Yeah, right.
So that's what's going to happen there.
Okay.
That's going to finish their activation. And now it's your activation. What would you like to do?
Do you want me to try to get that Nexu, or do you want me to go to try to take out some stormtroopers? Because I could get...
I say we let them come to us, because they've already activated.
Okay.
So they're not a threat yet. These guys are going to be a threat in a minute.
Alright,
so I say we take out the Nexu. The Nexu is like the biggest threat.
Alright, so 1, 2...
No, you know what you do? Maybe you use a little bit of strain, or do you have?
I have 5 movement.
Yeah, but if you move, then you're going to use up an activation. And from here, you could take 2. If you get closer, use a strain. You can move up here and and then still have 2 shots to take him out.
But I don't get the numbers for the spaces.
I think you only need 3. I think 3 is pretty easy.
Fine. But if I miss,
I know if I miss, I'm gonna hear.
You.
I know I'm gonna hear about it.
Okay.
It's gonna be me.
Yep.
I know.
All right. So I'm gonna blue my yellow.
And you've got white.
And white. So I'm taking 2 shots.
Damage him. Yes, that's 3.
So
that's
I
half
have
of his life.
3 damage. Hold on.
Yep.
I have 3 damage and a surge, which for me I thought
Is
counted.
plus 2.
So surge is
But
plus 2.
He has a cancel surge.
Oh.
So you did 3 damage out of 6. So he's half life.
Okay. Can we do it again?
You do it again. I think so. Okay, so this is good. This is actually good. So you've got 2, a surge, and a block. So the surge counts as 2 more. So you did 4. You did 3. So you took him out.
Yay! Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Whew.
What did you do again?
You took it.
Yeah?
Yep.
So let's go. That takes care of the Nexus.
Let me put it up here.
Oh, whoops. Nexus are nasty.
Okay, so we both went.
We got 4 fame for that. Alright, so that is going to be that. Now, the Black Imperial Officer, which we will say is this one right here. This is the probe droid. This Imperial gains 1 surge, or another Imperial figure within the figure cost of 3 or less that can perform an attack. It's the attack the hero with the least I. So none of them can attack because they don't have line of sight. If this figure did not use this order, move 3 to attack the hero with the most I. He's gonna move 3, can't. Okay, so all he can do, can't do anything. So he can move 1 to attack, but he can't attack. He's not going to be in line of sight. He can move 3 to engage. He can't do that. If this figure is not adjacent to another, move 4. Okay, so he's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to take his activation. The probe droid self-destruct at the end of this activation. This figure is adjacent to a rebel that has suffered 3 or more damage. Roll 1 red die. Move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then purple Imperial Officer is going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't, so he's going to move all the way up here.
Yeah, be cozy.
Alright, this is where you would want to get your grenade out. Maybe come over here, throw the grenade.
You want me to go over there and throw it?
Would you wouldn't have would you have line of sight through there? No, yeah, you would, because that's, so you go,
No.
you could move here, you throw here. If you moved here.
I just have to choose a space within 3 spaces.
Okay, so this is what you do, is you are right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Use 2 strain to move here. And throw the grenade right here. And it should get all of them.
Okay. So this is the last of my strain.
Yep.
Throwing my grenade.
So that's a red die. It should hit them.
Just checking out my chances. So it'll do damage to each figure adjacent to that space.
Adjacent to the space, or on or adjacent? On or adjacent.
Yeah.
So so it's gonna do some massive damage.
You're gonna jinx it. I'm only
I
gonna
hope.
get a 1.
I hope. 2! Okay, this is good. This is good. So everybody gets 2 damage. Which is good. So they're all down to like 1 life. So basically we only have to do 1 life hit point on all of them.
Except for the droid.
Except for the droid. The droid is has
you're not gonna put the damages on the ones?
No, because we just need to hit them with 1.
Okay. So I strained. I threw my grenade.
Okay. So now you can move back. Okay, so you strained through your grenade. Now you can. I would move
As far away as I can.
It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would go over here, and then we can start freeing some of these hostages.
Okay.
Probe droid, move 2 and attack Jin Odan. Self-destruct, so it's going to try to. At the end, it's going to try to blow up. Move 2 to engage as many rebels as possible.
It can move too, but there's nobody there.
Let's see. Move 4 to engage as many rebels as possible. So that's going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to try to attack me now.
Get it, Doug. Get it.
No, it's going to self-destruct is what it's going to do.
Well, you just defend the crap out of it.
So it's a blue, a yellow, and I've got a black. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that. So it's got 1 damage, 2 surge, and I got 1 block. So it's going to block that. What's the surge priority, though? Oh, wait a minute. It's going to be plus 1 damage and pierce 1. So I'm actually going to take 3 damage, which is kind of the worst.
Do we have any healing packs?
Dude, we've got 1 left.
Oh, I should have grabbed that pack on my way through.
And then
Crate.
it's going to, at the end of its activation, it's going to roll a red die, and then I get that many in damage. But it comes off the board. 2. So that's going to put me at 13 out of my 24, and then he comes off.
Did you say we do have more healing packs or no?
And we have 1 more.
Let's use it.
I think I'm good for right now.
Okay.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to free this guy up here. Captain Darpik 6 sits with wrists and ankles bound, her back against the wall. Oh, Darpik is a woman. I didn't realize that. A rebel can interact with this token and rescue this crew member. We rescued her. You free the captain from her bonds. I have to get in contact with Alliance HQ immediately, she says to you. They have to know. You ask her what she's talking about. I can't discuss it here, but I think we've been betrayed. We have to get back to the Freedom Fighter as soon as possible. Flip this Imperial mission token to its rebel side. So we'll just kind of flip it to its gray side because I didn't take out the rebels. The captain takes off running towards the shuttle. Move this rebel mission token as indicated.
Don't go that way. They'll get you.
Right?
Jeez.
Imperial figures will now be able to attack this and other crew members you rescue.
See?
The Imperial activation window will tell you when an attack targets a crew member. You can protect these crew members by staying within 1 space of them. They will move with a speed of 4 at the end of each round. You can select a rebel mission token at the app to see special rules for rescue. So we have to provide security detail for these dummy rebels that want to run into the Imperials.
So
this is great. So that was my activation.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to do then. Do I get to go next?
Wait, let's see. Nope. It says the Gray Stormtroopers, which are those guys. They move 3 to attack the closest rebel mission token, if there's a rebel mission token. So it's going to do...
They're going to move 3.
1,
but they
2,
can't attack.
3. They can.
What? No!
Sure they can. They've got line of sight. When the first figure to add a green die to its attack pool. So we're going to add a green die, and then it's got, what, a yellow, a blue, and a green. What is health, defense, 1 white die. So it's got 4 life.
Oh, it blocked everything.
But it blocked everything. So that's good. Okay. So that is canceled. So let's go to the activation. Blocked everything, so then it gets to reposition 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna finish. Oh nope! And then they get to go again.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. So it only green and blue this time. It blocks 1, so it's 1 damage and 1 surge. So 1 surge is 2 accuracy. Oh, wait a minute, did it get the 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, so it does get the 2 accuracy, so it only takes 1 damage. Then it goes back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the stormtrooper is going to go 1, 2, 3. It's going to try to hit it, but I don't think it's going to be able to. 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it does hit 6. So it's going to take 4 damage. So I think that that one is done.
So they've killed our hostage.
I think they killed our hostage.
That stupid hostage. Ugh.
Okay. Well, that's a bummer. And then it's going to go back 6. 6. Oh yeah, and by the way, we could have prevented that attack if we'd stayed within 1 of them.
Well, if I had got to go next.
It didn't let you go next.
I know, but I was gonna go over there.
I know, you would have. You're good like that.
But I couldn't go there.
So that's the finish right there. Okay, so now we get to go. Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
So, I'll go.
Okay.
I'll free this hostage and then I'll use my movement after to get.
So we're gonna rescue that red one.
Yeah.
You have freed the man from his bonds, but he's too injured to move. If
well,
you
good.
use some of your medical supplies on him, he may be well enough to get to the ship. Do you want to use a med pack on him, or would you like to leave him behind?
Oh no!
So we have 1 med pack left.
Why couldn't we free the guy who can't walk first?
What do you think we should do?
Well,
You don't know?
I mean, you're the one who really needs the med pack. Do you want to give it up to the guy? Although we also haven't got what's in that crate yet.
This is true.
There could be a med pack in there.
Yeah, let's give him the med pack.
There could not be. And you could be SOL.
Let's give him the med pack.
Alright.
With some bandages and a shot of Baghdad, the man is able to get to his feet, flip this to his rebel side, and now he is going to go
Go run it
way. He's gonna take off, sprinting.
No, dude.
And now you get to go 5.
Jeez, these idiots. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Or you know what you could do? You could go right there. Or right there.
Oh, you know, I still get to protect him from there?
Yeah.
So where was I? Here?
Yeah.
So I go...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, we'll go there.
And then that way you can get the thing if you need to.
Well, if he
next time.
takes off again, I'm going to have to chase him. These idiots. Don't they
You think they were stormtroopers or something?
I mean, don't they even want to know where the bad guys are before they, start hauling off?
So the black Imperial officer, we're going to say is this one. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Let's see here. Order another Imperial officer with 3 or less that can perform an attack. You can't attack that. If you did not use an order, move 3 to attack. 1, 2, 3. So they have Ken. So let's do that. And then he's going to shoot on you.
Well, that's my duty right there.
So he's got a blue and a yellow. You've got a white, right?
I do. I haven't had very good luck with rolling my own defense these days, but... Oh.
Okay, so that's not too bad. You got what?
I block a surge and I block a damage.
3. So he's got 3 damage, no surge. So you're going to take 2 damage, which is pretty good. And then he is going to... if he's adjacent to another Imperial figure, move 4. He is not. So... yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
So now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here.
well, I'm out ahead of them, so if they come my way...
I'm going to... One of the other crew members lies unconscious on the ground. We can interact with this token.
We don't have any more med packs, so... Anybody else is getting left behind.
You remove the bonds and flip it over. So there's that. And we shake him awake, and he moves right here. So then I'm going to move for my second action. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we're adjacent to all of them. So
He's still gonna get that other guy.
and that's... Yeah, I have a feeling we have to go back up and get them.
Keep all these bozos safe.
Let's see here. He's going to move 3 and engage. We can't really do anything. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess he can try to shoot you.
No.
No?
How does that work? Oh, no,
It's
I guess.
impassable, but he just can't. He can see over it. It's just not. It's.
Why? What is it?
It's like a computer station. So, yellow and blue and a white. So go ahead and roll for that. Remember, these guys only have like 1 hit point.
Yeah, well, you
So
know
2.
what? So 2 damage and a surge.
So it's 2 oh, what's his accuracy though?
3.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so he would have made. So he's gonna do 2 damage to you.
Jesus. So.
So you got a 5 there. So leave 1 and take a 5er. Remember, these guys only have 1 hit point. So let's take them out.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so now Wingnut here is going to move
What?
right in here with this Imperial officer.
What?
That's what it says.
Are they blind? Is that?
I guess, or maybe they're just tiny. Oh, and this guy moves right past here.
Oh no.
Minor peril. Radiant heat from the furnace has turned the room into an oven made worse by the singeing energy of the flying blaster bolts. Each rebel on 23B and 24B, or a tile connected to either, suffers 1 strain. So since we can't take strain, we each have to take damage.
I don't want it. No, thank you.
Just you think you hear a whirling sound coming from somewhere nearby. You look around but cannot find its source. Just then something lands on top of you, smashing you to the ground with a thud. You groggily look up to see it. Here, I'm gonna...
Is it a Nexu again?
No, it's even worse.
Oh, good.
You groggily look up to see a deadly assassin droid IG-88 standing over you, weapons at the ready. Roll 1 red die. The healthy hero who has suffered the least amount of damage suffers damage equal to the results and becomes stunned. Then deploy IG-88 as close as possible to that hero. So I've got an IG-88 token here somewhere. This is where you didn't... I don't have all of the figures, so they give you tokens to use in the meantime. So they have like little standby tokens. Where's my IG-88 token? There's Darth Vader. I have a feeling this mission is tough. We should have probably not abandoned the other one.
Oh my gosh. This is going on for a really long time.
Oh, IG-88. So who has suffered the least amount of damage?
How many do you have?
I have 14.
I have 12. So me.
So you're gonna take we're gonna put him right there.
Great.
He's gonna be like right in between us.
So great.
And then you have to roll the red die, and then you get the stunned condition.
Do I roll a defense? No.
Nope.
You just
roll that. So you're gonna take 3 damage. So that's 15 out of your 20.
Do we have another 5?
I have another 5 right here. And then you get this stunned. I think it takes like an action to get rid of it. What does it say? You cannot attack or voluntary unless...
Let me discard this condition.
Yep.
So I have to use one of my valuable 2 actions to get rid of that.
Yep.
Stupid.
That's right.
Ugh.
Squad of Imperial troopers enters the docking bay. If you don't move quickly, they will capture your freed crew members or worse.
Yeah.
How many gray stormtroopers are on the board? 3. We put a probe droid back on the board.
No, we don't.
And we're going to give him a blue.
These guys are just nasty. We need more team.
More team?
Mm-hmm. I think that our hostages, we should hand them they should have weapons, and we should just let them start also fighting.
So, can I not attack IG-88? So what do you want to do? Do you want to go? Do we want to free all of the hostages? Because otherwise we're going to have to come back in and get that hostage.
What is it, your turn?
It can be either or. Do you want to try to shoot these 2 Imperial officers, get them out of the way?
Yes.
Why don't you do that?
Okay. Okay. So I need to use 1 action.
Yep.
To get rid of my stun.
Yep.
So I can only shoot once.
Yep.
So I'm going to use my
Ugh.
blue.
We're in tough shape. Yep. You're blue and yellow. And he's got a what? A white?
I guess, yeah.
He's got
right?
white. He's got a white.
Why are you saying it like that?
What way?
You're talking weird.
Okay, so you're going to take him out, which is good. So that's the black one. Okay, so that's the end of your turn?
That's all I can do.
Then IG-88. Focus on kill. Discard all harmful conditions from this figure, or if it has no harmful conditions, it becomes focused instead. Then it moves 2 towards the closest rebel, which it's closest anyway. This figure's attack pool consists of a blue and a yellow die. It's going to attack me. 1 and 2 surges, and I get to roll a black die.
Ooh, you blocked 2.
I blocked 2. So let's see what his priority is. +1 surge is +2 attack. He's got recover 3. So he's going to do 3 damage. I only take 1 damage from him. which is good. So I'm at 15 of my 24.
Okay.
And that's going to do it. Move 1 to reposition 1, so we'll move him back here, I guess. How can you defeat IG-88? You can't.
So it just hangs out and just continues to cause damage. He doesn't have a card.
Wait a minute. No. Oh, he's got a card. Dummy.
Well, you really haven't had the opportunity to do much. Right?
I wasn't even thinking. Can't. Sometimes I'm just not very smart. So he's got 10 health.
Ugh.
He's got a black defense die.
Ugh. Okay.
So I think what I do is I just start hacking on him.
Okay. Get him.
I think that's the only way to go about it.
Okay.
So red and yellow. He's got a black defense die. So I did 4 damage, and he blocked 3 of it. So he's gonna do 1 damage to IG-88. We're gonna do it one more time. Oh, so I did 3 damage and a surge. Surge becomes cleave 1. Doesn't do anything. So he's gonna get 3 damage to him. So that's 4 damage to IG-88. So not cool. Gray Stormtroopers, move 4 and reposition 2.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Well, do you want me just to attack the droid, or do you want me to attack the officer, or grab the crate?
I think you try to take him out because he hasn't activated yet. So
and he's only got 1.
And he's only got 1 hit point left.
All right, so I'm gonna use 1 action to try to shoot him, and he has a white
die. So 2 surges, canceled 1. So you did it. You took him out. So he's gone.
Oh yeah. Okay, so he's gone. So that was 1 movement.
That was 1 activation.
1 activation, and then I could move up there to protect our people.
Why don't you do that?
You got this?
Yep.
Because you've got a hostage, a droid, and a box.
Yeah, the box is the least of my concerns. I say you move up and start taking out, because these all have 1 hit point too.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3,
4, and then go 5 right there.
4, 5. Okay, so then I can protect both of them.
So you're protecting both of them.
Because they're both.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if these guys should have attacked these. Oh well. Well, whatever. We're in sad shape anyway.
They hid. They were hiding.
Hid.
They were.
Probe droid. Move 4. So he's gonna move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Awesome.
Now I'm going to try to attack. What's his face there? IG-88. Yellow and red against a black die. 2 and a surge. Blocked 3. Nothing. Let's do it one more time.
Okay.
2 and a surge. So it does 1 damage on him. So that's a 5 on him. So he's down at half-life. Crew member here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, crew member here runs here, I think. Runs here.
They're going to die.
I guess he runs here. And the other one runs right here.
So I just ran up there to protect them. And
Major Peril, the relentless assassin droid, moves within inhuman speed, unleashing a barrage of blaster fire on the nearest threat, which would be me. He attacks the closest using 1 green and 1 yellow, and the following surge priority: recover 3 and plus 2 damage. So he's going to do 3 damage to me. He's going to recover 3. Oh, but I get to roll my defense die. So he's going to do 2 damage to me. He's going to do 4 damage to me. And then recover 3. So all that hard work that we just did on him.
How does he recover? Is there like a
Because his surge is recover 3. Yeah, he's got some sort of internal systems. How many gray stormtroopers are on the board? 3. And another probe droid enters play. I think that was an elite probe droid too, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So we've got an elite probe droid right here that just entered play.
Good.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my guy. I'm going to move up here for 1 and activate this guy.
Alright, off he goes.
And then he moves down to here. And then I've got 3 more activations. So 1, 2, 3. So now I am there. With the last of your crew members liberated, it's time to make a quick escape. You cover the crew as they race back to their shuttle. Objective updated. Cover the crew members as they return to the shuttle and escape.
Where's the escape?
They've got to get right into here.
Oh.
And then that's the end of my activation. Gray Stormtroopers. They're going to move forward and attack the closest mission. So they're going to attack that guy.
You're not going to attack me? I'm close.
No, it says the closest rebel token. If there's a rebel within 1 space of that token, target the rebel instead. There is not. So, yellow and a green and a blue, and I forget what do they have for a defense die? Nothing really good. White die. So they blocked. They got 3 and a surge. Cancels the surge. Blocks 1. So he's going to take 2 damage. And then reposition. Move 2. This guy's going to go 1, 2.
Why isn't he going to go to me?
Because it says attack the closest rebel mission to the rebel.
I don't know.
So it's going to take 1 damage. So it did 1 in a surge. It cancels the surge. So that's 1 damage there.
He's gonna die.
And then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, so if I were you...
You gotta take him off the board.
Oh yeah, he's got to come off the board, sorry. I would try to take out some of these stormtroopers or something.
Okay. So don't move to protect the other dude. Stay. And shoot the stormtroopers?
No, I guess move. Move and try to take out this guy, I guess.
Well, how many damage does he take?
He has 2 damage on him. He's got 3. He's got 3 more to take out. So do you want to move and then shoot him?
Okay.
You think?
I guess because he hasn't activated yet, and once he does, he's gonna...
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Then I can protect the dude.
5. Take a shot at that dude.
And he has what color?
Black. That's okay. So you got 2 and a surge. He just says it cancels a surge, so he's going to do 2 damage to him.
Okay.
Which doesn't quite take him out. Which is the worst. Did you get to reroll? No, you don't get to reroll anything, do you?
If I'm doing an attribute test, I can.
Okay, well, that's going to be your activation. So now it's IG-88's turn. He's got a yellow and a red.
Yeah.
I've got a black. Move 1 and attack Garkon. So he did 3 in a surge, but I blocked 2 of it. So it's gonna do 1 damage to me, 3 damage to me. So I'm at 22 health out of 22 damage out of my 24 health.
We are not making it out of this.
So then I'm going to move. He's going to move 1. So, what do I want to do? I want to move 4. What do I want to do? Double move?
Well, you've got to try to stay close to your person. At this point, that's our mission, is to get these people back to the ship, right?
I think so.
So.
But he's going to move next round, so...
He is, because they're idiots.
I say
do you
1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to rest and get some of my surge back, I guess. I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
Elite probe droid. Targeting computer, gain 1 gain 1 damage to accuracy. Move 3 attack and close the to the closest mission token. 1, 2, 3. Does he have a range attack? He does have a range attack.
Which droid is that? Because we were using... Is it the same?
That's the elite. Yeah, this is the elite one.
Is this the card for the
elite? Yeah, that's the card for the elite. So he's going to do move 3 to attack the closest rebel mission token. If there's a rebel within 1 space, which you are, target the rebel instead. So he's going to target you. He's got a blue and 2 yellow. And you have what? A white?
Yep. I only have 5.
You only have 5? I only have 2.
Wait, blue and yellow.
No, he's got 2 yellow.
Oh, I did have 2. I thought I picked up an extra one by accident. I just was wishful thinking.
So he's got 2, a surge, 3, and 4 surges, but you cancel 1 surge and 1 block, so you're going to take 2 damage. And He's gonna recover 2.
Mm.
Gonna add
He's
2.
not sick, so.
So are you dead?
No, I have 3 more. I have like 20 health, right?
Yeah. So how much do you have right now?
17.
You have 17?
Right.
That's before this damage?
No, that's with this damage. Because he just gave me 2. I had 15.
He's gonna do 2 more.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because he does plus. He's got a +2 damage with the.
Oh, okay.
And.
Just what do you just say?
And he's got pierce.
And
He's got pierce 2. So he's going to cancel that block. So he's actually going to get you all the way through.
All right, I'm done then.
Oh no! You flip your card over.
What?
Yep.
I thought I just died. Oh.
No.
Okay, flip it over.
You flip it over, and that's.
Now what?
And now.
Is this like my second life? Is that what this is? Do I keep all these?
What is this? How do we end your life?
That sounds so awful. How do we end your life?
Defeat Jin Odin. She is defeated. So then she is broken.
Yeah.
So you don't quite have as much stats and everything anymore.
Okay. Do I still keep all my damage and
Still,
my endurance thing? My
all your damage, but all of your endurance comes on.
So this goes back on.
Yep, but you only have 3 now. So yeah, this is 3 endurance.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I have to keep all that?
Yep.
Oh, strain. That's what it is.
Strain, yeah. Okay, so now you get to, so you come off the board, come back on, and yes, what do
I
you
do with
want?
my damage? Do I keep it all or do I
No,
get a fresh?
You get fresh.
So is my health still 20?
Yes.
Okay. So right now I don't have any damage. I'm just not as awesome as I used to be.
Right.
And now what?
So now you can activate if you want. What would you like to do? You want to attack the probe droid?
Well, this one just activated, so
Yeah.
it's likely that one.
Yeah, this one's going to activate next.
So why don't I shoot that?
Shoot that one. Okay, for your first activation, you're going to shoot that probe droid.
Yeah, he's got a white.
Yes. No, he's got a black. Sorry. So you did 3 damage.
So I do 2 to him.
2 to him, which is going to be enough to take him out.
Good. Here we go. Done with you. Okay.
Okay, and then you get to shoot again if you want.
So I'm probably gonna shoot. Do you want me to try to? I have to. They're probably gonna activate again before this guy will, right?
It could either or.
Well, because he just went, and they haven't gone in a while.
I know, but they've all been activated this round. So after your activation is going to refresh everything.
Jeez. Okay, why don't I shoot him then? And he's got 1 black.
Do it up. So wait a minute. So you
So
got
I
4
search-
damage. You had 4 damage. He blocks 2, so you're going to do 2 damage to him. Better than
Okay.
nothing. This crew member reaches the shuttle and races inside to safety. Discard this mesh. This guy made it in
He's
safely.
safe. Okay. Woo! 1 for 4.
This guy is going to move right here.
Oh, they're gonna kill him.
Wait a minute.
That's what's gonna happen because we're not gonna get to go to protect him. He's not. Is he? Yeah, he's within a square.
Deadly
of you,
peril. The
though.
Imperial forces have begun focusing their fire on the fleeing crew members. Imperial will now target rebel mission tokens directly, but that's okay.
But you're next to him, so you can protect him, right?
All right. Deploy an officer
Oh,
right here. No, because they're gonna direct. They're gonna.
yeah, but can't you defend him? I thought if you were within a square.
We're gonna
you
give him purple. Okay. So I'm going to move 1, 2, and I'm going to attack these two guys.
Sounds good. Do it up.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yellow, red. Oh, no, you know what I'm going to do? Forget that. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use 1 strain, move up here, attack these two guys.
Okay.
So that's yellow, 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 red, and what is white? No, they're black. Remember, they're only 1 hit point. It's not. Okay,
Right.
so I did 3 damage. They blocked 2 of it, but I got 2 surges. So it's going to do pierce 1, cleave 1. So it actually takes out these 2 guys all by themselves, like that.
Okay.
I'm going to use another strain. Let's move here.
And attack him. Right?
Attack him.
You got
And
him.
I got him. So he's
Okay,
gone.
so that hostage is safe for the moment.
That guy is gone. So should I move? Should I use 1 more strain and move back over here so I'm adjacent to him? Let's just do that.
But you didn't. Oh, yeah.
IG-88 is a blue and a green. Move to attack 1 rebel within 6 spaces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's not going to move. Move. Oh wait, no. Move 1. Move 5 to attack a rebel within 6 spaces. Or move 9. 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he should be able to hit me. Right? Does he have line of sight to me?
Yes.
Yes, he does. So he's got a blue and a green. I've got a black. So 3 damage, a surge, and I do 1 damage to me. I do 1 block. Sorry, so it's the surge is going to do plus 2 damage, so he's going to do 5 damage. It blocks me. He totally takes me out. I have my 3 there. The enemy forces prove too overwhelming for your team, and you are forced to retreat to your ship, leaving the captured crew behind. Back aboard the Freedom Fighter, you learn that Captain Darpic. Here, let me. Oh man, there's a reason why we fleed from the first mission, I guess. Back aboard the Freedom Fighter, you learn that Captain Darpic had been carrying a star map containing the locations of many of the rebellion's safe harbors in the sector of space. A lot of damage could be done if that map falls into Imperial hands. It is imperative that it be retrieved. So, here we go.
Are you starting another mission?
No. We've got to do all our wrap-up stuff now. So we earned 490 credits. We earned 29 fame, and we get the 2 XP class cards unlocked. And we also acquired a reinforcement helmet, which is a tier 3 helmet. So even though we kind of we didn't do great, we got some cool loot out of it though. Let's see what we got here. See if I can find the reinforcement helmet. Exhaust this card while defending to choose 1 attack die. The attack die figures Attacking figure re-rolls that die. Limit one helmet per hero. So, I don't know if that's something that you want or if you want me to have it.
Who would it benefit more? I have stuff. I've got.
Yeah.
I have a. Although Advisor didn't really do any.
I guess I'll just have it for right now. We can always change it later on. 2 XP class cards unlocked. So you can go with cheap shot or roll with it. Cheap shot. Where is there? So let's see here.
It's gonna be probably in that deck that you're
Oh
holding.
yeah, this deck right here that I'm holding.
In my cards, if you find them.
Here's Garcons. And this is yours. So you can either choose cheap shot. What is it? What did you say it was?
I don't know. Or roll with it.
Cheap shot or roll with it. What is
So cheap shot, when you use quick draw. I don't know what that is.
Which is that?
Apply +1 damage to the attack results. The attack also gains a lightning bolt stun. I've never used quick draw.
Okay.
Alright, roll with it.
Use one exhaustion. Yeah.
Whatever those are called now. I'm getting tired. Use that when an attack targeting you is declared to apply 1 defense to your defense results. You may convert 1 or more defense results to a surge block results.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with that one, I think.
Okay.
Because I've never used the other one.
That sounds good.
Silly. Okay, there's my cards.
So there's that. So you're gonna go with, what was it? Roll with
Roll
it?
with it.
Roll with it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm doing now.
So I get ferocity or staggering blow. Ferocity says, let's see here. Ferocity says, when you declare an attack while you are focused, add 1 red die to your attack pool instead of 1 green die. This attack also gains cleave 1. Staggering blow, use an stamina or whatever it is. Exhaust this card after you resolve an attack. The target suffered 3 or more. It becomes stunned. I think I'm going to use the ferocity. I should have used the Wookiee loyalty. I didn't use that enough. I got to get better at using the abilities a little bit. It's so hard to kind of get lost in all the.
There's too many things.
There is a lot of things to kind of keep track of. But, it is what it is. Alright, so let's, that's going to do, what was it? That was ferocity. That is good. Let's see here, let's go back to this. We can go to the armory if we want. We can buy a Vibro Axe, a Death Hammer. We've got 640 credits. We could buy High Impact Guard. I'm thinking I need to upgrade some of my stuff.
Go for it. I think we got something from you last time, so.
Yeah.
What did we get? Oh, we got the visor, which I didn't use.
We've got them right
You
here.
have all the things.
Okay, so I've got, let's see here, we've got, DX, let's see, I get Overcharger. Let's see here, Tier 2. These are all Tier 1 cards. Tier 2. got Vibro Axe. I think maybe the Vibro Axe might come in handy. Yeah, I think I might buy that Vibro Axe. That's pretty nasty. And then High Impact Guard. I don't think that was anything really awesome. I think we had that the last time. It adds 1 to your guard, to your blocks. So I don't think that's anything great. And then I've got a Overcharger. Deplete this card when you declare an attack. Remove 1 die from the target defense pool. That's pretty nasty. Can you? How do you recharge something?
I don't know.
That might be something for you. So why don't we do that?
No, why don't you get some?
Yeah, no, I did. I get a Vibro Axe.
Right.
I get a better Vibro Axe. So I'm gonna buy that. And then let's also buy the Overcharger. For your gun, and then that way it's going to make your gun more deadly. And that leaves us with 40 credits. And that's going to do it for us. Let's save it and quit. Alright, that's going to do it. It's kind of an extra long episode tonight. I thank everybody for tuning in and watching. Make sure to tune in next week, and we'll play Mission 5. Thanks so much, anybody that's joined us live and left us some comments. We'll see you on the next video.